everyone, it's Erin here from Erin Elizabeth Designs. Today I'm going to make a wreath and I thought I would take you guys along while I create this. So all of my supplies I did get from the dollar store. I'm starting out with a large wire form and I found some of this, they called it decorative nautical rope. So it's just a nice thick sort of jute style rope. And I am wrapping that around part of the wire form here. So I used the hot glue to kind of tack that down to the wire and then just wrapped it around until I got to the end, and then tacked that piece down with some hot glue, attached the new one, and then just continued to start. It took about 3 of these little bundles of rope to get the section wrapped that I wanted to. So I love to do a wreath that has partial either wrapped with rope like this or ribbon or something, and then do the other kind of crescent of the wreath with the florals. So here we've got the last little bit going on, and that's about the section that I wanted covered. So I bought lots of different, this one I decided to stay more in the neutral whites and greens, and then I did add a little bit of blues and stuff to it, but just something really nice and earthy and fresh. So first off, I go through and pull off all the tops and leaves and things that I'm going to attach. I've kind of started this one with a bit of the bigger florals and pieces that were going to be the main components, and space them out kind of accordingly. So I like to get an idea of what I've got to work with. For this particular wreath, I did use some floral wires, so I've got them cut into different lengths there, and then I'll wrap them around the base of the flower, or in this case the succulent, and get it nice and tight and twisted onto that, and then from there I go and I wrap it onto the wreath. And I generally attach them over 2 of the bars on here, and then I can kind of like move them back and forth still so that I can get the proper placement. So I did this with a lot of the larger pieces for this one, and then from there, once it was time to like do the smaller fill-in, I go in with the hot glue gun and kind of attach things accordingly in through there. So I've got lots of different textures going on in here. See, you can see here I'm doing a wire wrap around one of those flowers. So just still trying to attach those in with the wire. It kind of gives it a nice strong base. And like I say, it gives you the flexibility to still slide them up and down on that wire until you get the placement. And then you could always, if you want to attach them in place so they don't shift around, you can hit them with some hot glue after. But I do like to do that with like the larger, to get the base going of the florals. And then once I've got a good, nice, strong presence of stuff, I'll go in with some smaller pieces and kind of fill in the blanks, so to say. And with that, I just like to do the hot glue because it's quicker and easier to get them exactly where you want them. So again, just trying to find like a little stem base to wrap that wire in and make sure it's going to secure that item onto the wire nice and in place where you want it. So this is really fun to just kind of start to see it fill in. Got lots of nice succulents mixed with the flowers, and then we're going to add in some greenery and stuff to give it that full effect. So as that starts to fill in a little bit more, I am going to go in and add a little bit more of the greenery touches, and then I like to do kind of something a little bit more whimsical coming out of it. So I have, for this one, I've got some like berries and some sprigs of eucalyptus that are gonna kind of be that a little bit more texture, add a little more texture and funness to it. So here we've got a really nice mixture of colors going on. It's really nice and full. Like I said, I've got some of those, a little bit more of the berries and the little sprigs of things coming out, so it gives a little bit more movement and texture to it. And overall, I am really happy with how this came out. Here is it on a barn door in my house. So this is a very nice color palette. Like I said, it's just neutral, sort of whites and greens, a little bit of the yellow, and there's a tiny bit of blues in there that really can carry you through all the seasons. I just love how this came together. So I did end up putting this one on my front door, and I'm super thrilled with how it came together. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video.